GQ audience, whoever that's watching right now, whoever that's not watching, follow GQ and check out our interview.
Hey GQ China, this is Francesco from Palm Angels. I'm honored to be here with Jackson and the GQ team and watch our interview. So it's how I like this type of collaboration, very organic, So I noticed Jackson wearing Palm Angels, and I contacted him through Instagram. We started talking, and I think the right collaboration are about the energy of the individual behind it. So we immediately clicked, me and Jackson. We started talking, so we should do something together, but we were not forced by anything, So this is really came, and we were actually fast because we started talking maybe back in December, but then really working together with all the team, we started putting together a collection, a concept that we like, putting words together, and here we are. So I'm pretty excited from the outcome and what this collaboration stands for, and I can wait to launch it.
Yeah, me on this end, I feel first of all, aside from everything else, I've been a big fan of Palm Angels, been years, and this opportunity for me, I'm very honored and blessed to have this even happen. And at the end of the day, we're happy. We're happy. Everything came about, very organic. And the product itself, we're very satisfied, and it's the mixture, the blending of two different DNA together. So we're happy. It's definitely a stamp in history to me.
I mean, I think it's how it started, Palm Angels. How we created the manifesto from the beginning is. Some knows, like I started with a book about skateboarding, and then it became a brand, and that gave me the opportunity to shape kind of a manifesto for the brand, the DNA, or like the starting point, the basis, and that really remains there. But then I also try to evolve the brand in something bigger, in a bigger lifestyle. So definitely it was a starting point. And I also see being a big trend in fashion in general, not only streetwear. But for me, it was really a place where to set my basis and build the brand in the beginning.
I think it's the only difference is being as a musician or a singer, a performer. It's like, the only thing that's different between or a designer or even an owner of a brand or whatsoever, it's different in skill set. Like in music, you gotta you gotta know how to sing, you gotta know how to perform, how to dance. That's like a skill set. But what's the same is the creativity. Being able to think outside of the boundary, outside of the box. So I think it's the same for me. It's definitely the same, common in creative. First of all, it has nothing to do with none of us. First of all, it's a collaboration between the East and the West. Me as a Chinese, as an Asian, we're trying to blend in East and the West by sharing our cultures. The fact that I love learning about cultures, at the same time I love sharing them. The moon. Let's talk a little bit about the design. The moon. Well, we have the very iconic, of course, palm tree there, and then I discussed with Francesco, like, hey, what else can we put to make this dope? To blend in two cultures together, two different DNA together. First of all, we the color itself, and also we use the moon because in China and the Chinese culture, moon represents like united, like 团圆, and then also like on the bottom, in the sea, on the ground, we have the Chinese paint strokes. That's like the Maobi, like the strokes, and then like just these little elements, like it's organic and natural, not like too forced.
This is a special technique that is called like a paper printing technique. Basically, it's a silk screen, and it gives this effect of crumbled paper, which I think was important to give like a sense of what is Jackson also saying, like mixing the two cultures together, and it's really made in an organic way, not forced, as Jackson was saying. So it's the word of Palmengers, the
Right.
quality that Palmengers stands for, and the DNA of the Team Wang and Jackson Wang identity, which I think is really strong, black, and then putting together with two different cultures. And that's the sparkle, that's when things are interesting for me. And it's really like the essence of Palmengers. It's the contrast and putting together words that at the beginning you would not see or think going together. And that's why, a collaboration for me with Jackson and Team Wang is interesting.
It sucks right now because we can't travel. We can, but like the pandemic is still going on. So I just can't wait until everything calms down for a little, and we can start just flying everywhere. Meeting people, like having Francesco, hey, visit China, visit Beijing, visit Shanghai, like come and feel, and let's create together. Meet in person, communicate. Even have a glass of, a bottle of beer, or have a drink or have dinner. I think we're lacking that at the moment, and I hope that everything calms down.
I think it's also in what Jackson was saying before. He's thinking outside the box. For Palmengers, I always seen or see myself as a multimedia artist. So not to be framed in just one definition. For me, right now, it's not about creating a brand; it's more about creating a lifestyle. And when you create a lifestyle, you can work on many things. Just trying to give the same aspect of DNA, of vibe, of really creativity. And I think it's connected to also what Jackson is doing, and this is why I think we clicked and we found a common ground to work on this.
Well, definitely agree. I agree. I can't agree more. And but for Team Wang, it's like like for Team Wang, I would position it like you said. Oh, there's a record label. There's this production team. There's this fashion brand as well. But more than that, I think it's more like a creative community. That's coming together. It's more of like a vision of the way we think, or the way that I think. And at the end of the day, I just want to do great things. I want to do stuff that makes me excited, that I believe, and that gets the whole team excited. That we have passion in. We never go do something or force ourselves to do something that we don't like, or we don't believe, we don't feel good. At the end of the day, it's about doing great things, making the history of our own, and most importantly, doing stuff that we would want to see in this market, in this industry. Making stuff that we would want to see as a consumer, as an audience, as us. So that's it. Like, it's simple. Just do what we love. I lived in a lot of places, right? Different cities in China first, and then I lived in Budapest. I lived in Sicily. But it's like back and forth, like all together. It's kind of like when I was 12, I think 12, 13. Yeah, back and forth, like almost adding up together the days that I'm in Europe, around like 2 years, you know, everything together. So I never really stayed in one place like too long, you know. So I think more than that, more than like the environment, I think it's more about like my the way I grew up, because both of my parents, they're athletes, they're Olympian athletes, and then a national team athletes, and my brother athlete, and me myself used to be athlete. So I grew up in that sport family where I want to when I go at something, or when we go at something, we just go to the fullest, no matter if it fails, or when we go to the fullest and try our best on everything. I think I got it from my dad. Yeah.
Contrast and like putting things that are not like commonly related, it's what really brings the energy in things, you know. So I like when you mix really cultures, when you mix stuff that really don't belong to each other. And I think like traveling in general, for me, it was and it still is like one of the big source of inspiration, because I try to put like my perspective on someone else culture, and that's when I think also the energy comes out of it. I think music is an immense word of inspiration for my life in general, you know, and everything I did in the past, you know. I like working with talents, because talent is really like, most of the times you see pioneer people, you see people that really want to push boundaries and tell their story and their narrative, and that's what really fascinates me, you know. So also in the beginning, Palmenges was about like trying to reach these people with my clothes. Like I want to see Palmenges worn by a singer, an actor, like in the monument of creating the art, you know. So it was really, really like super, super important. And to be honest, we really didn't think about that, because naturally, you know, Jackson is a superstar, is a talent, and is really iconified this idea that I have. So it was sort of natural, you know, and I like work with many different artists and singer in the past, because they gave me this different perspective on things, you know. Maybe I wanted to be a singer as well in another life, or you know, I wanted to be a musician for sure. So it's the missing link, and it's a big source of inspiration. Music, definitely.
Right, definitely. Yeah, I mean, first of all, who doesn't wear palm angels, right? Everyone's rocking it, right? And it's the thing, you know, and it has been the thing in history. Like it's already the legend, you know. So to me, I think, you know, music, like Francesco said, it's our lifestyle. You know, we every day we listen to music. I'm doing music. I'm producing music, and I think it's different. It's different. This is my like lifestyle in my life, but and also it inspires me a lot. And there are so many musicians that's like are my muse for creativity. Yeah, I would say that.
So let me begin. Say, I always hated the term streetwear, you know, because streetwear for me is like trying to play it down a bit on what real life really is. Because streetwear, what it is like, is what really people wear every day, which is like a big source of inspiration. It's really like the real life. That's how I see it. And what I try to do is to bring like the maximum quality and the maximum craftsmanship that I like in real life clothing. You know, I do all the time that I don't like making fashion. I like making product that people actually wear, you know, and I try to do that the best possible way. If that's luxury, then I'm fine with it. But for me, it needs to be product, stuff that people really, really wear every day. And it's what I like, actually. It's how I dress, you know. So that's really my balance between, you know, streetwear and luxury. It's real life clothing the best possible way.
Totally agree that too. And to me, like, I think way more than me myself, you know, Francesco, what he said, it means more for him, you know, like to me, I don't know if I'm in this, I'll just tell you what I personally think, but I don't think I'm in a position to judge or anything, you know, like for me personally, I think there's just no boundary to everything. Like there's no reason. Why would you say, oh, this is luxury, this is streetwear? Just call it whatever it's just a name at the end of the day, you know. For me, it's just whatever that's dope. Whatever you can wear like a pajamas 365 days, you know, a year. Just whatever makes you comfortable and whatever you think it's dope, then it is what it is, you know. The tag does not matter, and the name doesn't matter. Whatever it's dope, you know, whatever you believe, whatever you think it's cool, that's it. But there's no reason to split everything, divide everything into this, you know, you're thinking too much, you know, sometimes. I always rock the product, you know, because I love it. I buy it, you know, and then well, the process is, you know, Francesco is so busy because I always have to schedule. Hey, can we meet? Can we talk? Are you here?
No.
Where did you go, bro? Where did you go?
No way, man. You're much busier than me. No, what can I say is like as we said, and this is what I liked, that we didn't really set anything. Nobody asked us to do a collaboration, not our team. Like it was really more like a conversation. This is really the best. So what we did the first time, it's really, of course, we exchange our contact through Instagram, but then we said, okay, let's just do a call and talk. And it was really that, like nobody was first like, if something comes out of this conversation, good. Otherwise, I would love to meet you next time I'm in China, or next time you are in Europe. And we really, you know, talk about our creative process, the way we see things. And that's why we are here, because like it was really more about like what we are passionate about, rather than like, oh, let's do a dope collab and, you know, let's try to find something to push as soon as possible. It was really more like step by step, and knowing each other and knowing what we stand for.
Well, for me, I really don't know like what's the method to grab like the young audience crowd, or what generation, what age difference. I don't know. Like, but to me, if I don't know, to myself personally, I just feel like if I would want to buy that. If I'm convinced, then hey, why not? Let's give it a try. Let's release this. You know, like this is me. You know, so but maybe, you know, and with Francesco's magic touch, magic happens.
I think also our duty is also to push things and to make things that no one else did. You know, so I really liked about this collaboration, because it's really about like pushing that boundaries that we said. You know, and I think youth culture is intrigued by newness. You know, it's intrigued by like something they've never seen before, and somebody that go for it too. You know, so like unexpected thing too. And I think this would be like the main drive behind this.
We'll see. You know, like it's something that I believe, we believe, and we think it's dope. And you know, I think it's gonna do its work. You know, it's gonna speak for itself. So yeah, and I also want everyone to be looking forward to our album release with me and Francesco. It's going to happen at the end of the month, so please shout out to that too. And it's gonna
Dude, I thought it was a single. It's already an album.
What? Yeah, it's an album. Yeah, with 12 songs. It's gonna be on Amazon Music. It's gonna be on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere, Global Player, YouTube, and yeah, please look forward to that.
It was really fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.